Ada for wanting to Photoshop my stepdaughter out of our wedding photos. I just married my wife. We've been together for almost 2 years. She has a daughter almost 2 years old from a previous relationship. Bio dad isn't in the picture. The wedding was back in September. Her daughter was around 18 months old at that point. She was going to be our flower girl. We had arranged for her regular babysitter to stay with her during the ceremony and take her home for the reception. But right when the wedding started, she had a meltdown and only wanted her mom, so my wife held her through the entire wedding ceremony. She got hungry and cranky during the ceremony, so my wife tried passing her off to the babysitter so she could have a snack, but she wasn't. Having it so, my wife held her daughter while her daughter was eating a Ziploc bag of dry cereal during our wedding ceremony. She was also with my wife throughout the reception. We just got the pictures back, and a lot of them have the baby eating cereal on my wife's hip in them. I told my wife I wanted to Photoshop her out of some of the pictures and put the Photoshopped ones up. At least make it look like the wedding went the way we planned it. My wife thinks the pictures with her daughter are cute and wants to hang those up. She doesn't see why we would Photoshop anybody out of our wedding pictures. I told her I wanted the pictures to look a little more elegant, and a baby eating cereal out of a Ziploc bag isn't exactly elegant. She's upset now because she thinks I'm trying to erase her daughter and is currently sleeping in her daughter's room.
AITA for refusing to share my college fund with step-siblings. Throw away so they don't find this post. I-19F recently found out that my stepmom 40F wants me to split my college fund with my step-siblings 17 meters and 15F. My bio mom set up the fund for me before she passed away, and it was meant for my education. I love my family and they are important to me, but I've been saving every penny and working part-time to contribute. My step-siblings have their own funds set up by their bio dad, and I never expected to share mine. My stepmom insists it's about being a blended family and treating everyone equally. I'm torn because I want to be fair and don't want to start drama in my family, but I feel like this fund is my lifeline for college. Ada, if I stand my ground and keep the money for myself. Edit. Thank you for your kind responses. Although I think a lot of people are assuming things about my stepmother and dad. She has been in my family for about 4 years now, and has been almost like a second mom to me the whole time. Although obviously she won't ever replace my bio mom, I genuinely don't think that she has any malicious intent. I will be talking with her and my dad about it tomorrow to tell them I definitely don't want to share the fund. I will put the update on my profile as to not flood this sub. Ada for laughing when I learned that my cousins had a miscarriage and then saying that she deserves it. My 21 cousin Rachel 25F had falsely accused me of harassing her a year ago. She did it as a prank, as was revealed later. After the accusation, my father convinced his brother to not sue me and promised to never let it happen again, etc. He did not believe me when I said that I was innocent. His brother agreed as he did not want to lose their reputation. I was isolated from everyone in the family, and then I was basically a pariah for months. Until Rachel posted on her Instagram reel later about how she had pranked her cousin once. But that she could not admit what it was, as it went too far, or something. Someone who was aware about the incident forwarded the reel to everyone else's WhatsApp group. And after they interrogated her, it turned out that she had lied that day. They came over to my house to apologize. They even made her say sorry, but I just asked them to fuck off. My uncle got me an iPhone at the time, but I did not accept it. My parents attempted to make amends as well, but I did not care and said they're not my parents. That was 7 months ago. I recently learned that Rachel's miscarried when my uncle came in and told us about it. I just laughed when I heard the news and said, oh, great, she deserves that. He was extremely hurt and said as my life wasn't ruined, I wasn't sued, I should just let it go, etc. I replied by saying that people like her don't deserve to be parents. My parents later told me that what Rachel did was wrong, but that I should not have reacted the way I did, and that I should go see her. Ada. AITA for telling my boyfriend's kid I don't intend on being her mom. TLDR, I helped my casual BF out by watching his kid while he went to a job interview. She didn't want to abide by my house rules because I'm not her mom and never will be, and I told her, I'm not trying to be your mom. I have my own kids, writing on mobile context. I've 34F have been in a casual long-distance relationship for 2 years with Matt for OM. I set boundaries at the start of our relationship. We will never live together. He will not be involved with my kids or family. I won't be involved in his. My kids have a dad that's very active in their lives and we co-parent amazingly. The relationship I have with Matt is just that, with ***. Matt agreed to these terms. Everything has been great. We never argue because we have nothing to argue about. We have our separate lives, and when we're together, it's like a break from the real world. Matt is relocating closer to me because has grown tired of the city and wants to live in a more rural place like I currently live in. He will still be roughly over an hour away, so it's within comfort. His daughter Ava is 12, and he was unable to leave her home, as his mom had a slip and fall and wasn't comfortable watching Ava while she was on heavy medication. She just wants to rest. He wasn't comfortable leaving her at the hotel alone, so he asked me to watch her. I agreed, and we both understood it's a one-time thing. He tells Ava I'm an old friend, but I'm guessing she's heard my name before. It's not a traditional American name because of what follows. She was being hateful to my daughter Rose 11, making fun of the blemishes my daughter has on her chin. I asked Ava if she wanted to go to the basement to play any of the games down there. She said no, so I told Rose to go to the basement. She did. I then catch Ava slowly opening the basement door, and I ask her to go to the living room. She refuses and opens the basement door all the way. I tell her she is not allowed down there right now, but she's welcome to the Wii in the living room, or she can pick a movie to stream. We go back and forth, then I walk to the basement door and shut it. She starts screaming at me that I'm not her mom, so don't try to act like it. That's when I told her, baby, it never crossed my mind because I have my own kids to parent. I have no intention of trying to be anything to you. I'm just helping your dad. She went to the living room and occupied herself with her phone. I made lunch, served it. She didn't touch it. It was sopita and cheese quesadillas. Her dad picked her up later, and when he got back to the hotel, he called me about what I said. He said he understands why I said what I said, and it is true, but it was out of pocket to say it to her. Ada for fat shaming my roommate because she wouldn't stop talking about how fat America is. I 25 FAM an American who has been living in London for about 6 months now. My roommate B to 3F has been nice for the most part, and I've even come to enjoy her company. My only issue is that she is always taking jabs at America. To clarify, I don't think America is above criticism, and I have no problem shooting shit from time to time. When I first met her, I would laugh along and didn't feel any type of way about it. However, it's become too frequent, and as time has gone on, I've started to notice an obnoxious air of superiority every time she does this, which really makes me feel like it's not all in good fun anymore. She'll even refuse to believe me if I correct her when she says something untrue, when she said, Americans are also stupid because all of your tests are multiple choice. And I told her that wasn't true. She insisted the schools I went to must be different from those schools in America. I've tried to go along with it, as I don't want to be an overly sensitive person, but it's starting to get on my nerves. All of my frustrations came to a head last night when she started talking about how disgusting it was that America is so fat, a topic I've heard her talk about many times. I was in a bad mood. I still tried my best to ignore her, but she just kept going. I've always had to bite my tongue when she talks about America's obesity epidemic, because B is overweight herself. I finally snapped and stopped biting my tongue and said, don't you think this is a little ironic? She gave me a confused look and asked why she would think that, to which I replied, well, I'm an American, and I'm a lot thinner than you. This conversation would make more sense if you were the thin one. She absolutely exploded and told me I had no right to make comments about her body. After that, she locked herself up in her room, and now she refuses to talk to me. I made some beef stew for dinner tonight as a peace offering, but she still won't acknowledge my presence. I do feel bad about hurting her feelings, but I also feel like she shouldn't dish it if she can't take it.